Welcome, Jamie. We're here today with Jamie McPherson, who is the ambassador for the Veterans Helpline.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. The work you do here is amazing, and you've been doing it a while now.
Correct. Next month will be 11 years.
So what got you here? Because this is a calling, it's not a job.
Here's the thing. The Florida Veteran Support Line wasn't even in existence until I started. We were able to start it as a pilot program back in 2014. I was one of the first people on the line. With the Florida Veteran Support Line, part of the reason we did that is we had a veteran that called one of our 211 lines and asked to speak to another veteran, and there was nobody available. Got angry and disconnected, and we don't know what that veteran's need was, but we do know that the fact that veteran suicide rate is so high, the numbers are probably not even accurate because not everything gets reported.
Yes.
We don't know if that veteran was suicidal or not. Veterans are tough when it comes to asking for help. We're taught to be self-sufficient in the military. We're taught not to ask for help, that if we ask, something's wrong with us.
Weakness, it's seen as a sign of weakness.
Exactly.
Right?
We're broken. So if in the military you needed to talk to the chaplain because you lost somebody, it might affect your deployment, it might affect your promotion, and it might even in some cases affect somebody's career. So they just don't do it. So because of that stigma, they realized that there was a need. Well, if you speak to another veteran, you're more likely to be able to open up, build that rapport, and get connected to those services that you absolutely need. So they started the Florida Veteran Support Line as a peer-supported phone line where veterans can speak to fellow veterans.
That is amazing and so needed. I think with each year that goes by, there's more and more need for things like this. So tell me, for a veteran, what could they expect someone to talk to, or what kinds of help can they get?
Well, first thing, all of our services through the vet lines, it's a free service. We don't charge for you to call. When you speak to a fellow veteran, everything is confidential, so they don't have to worry about, oh, you might report to my command, or you might tell my mental health doctor. Everything's guidelined or HIPAA. The only time that we would have to say anything if there was a duty to report on something, where somebody's life was in danger. Any of the DCF requirements would be the only time that we would report anything. But knowing that you're speaking to a fellow veteran, you could speak to somebody from a different branch of the service, different timeline, different eras, knowing that they have those shared experiences. Sometimes it may be one branch, we may have chewed the same dirt together. Another time with the Navy, it might have been a different time frame, but they know that because everybody went to boot camp, and that's an experience that nobody can understand unless you've actually experienced that. They don't know all of that, but having somebody to speak to. I have spoken from current veterans and active duty members all the way up to folks that were around in World War II. Those age groups, different things, different stuff happen. We still have those shared experiences, and we're still able to offer that peer support. I don't necessarily understand what you went through, but I may have had similar experiences to at least be able to be on common ground.
So I can at least empathize with you, and it's not like talking to...
Correct, because everybody's experience is different. You and I could have been the same branch in the same unit and had the same job, but our experience is still going to be different. But we're still able to build on that rapport because of the similarities.
So once they call you, they call the helpline. What happens after that?
Well, they can call our Florida Veteran Support Line 24 hours a day, and they can get connected to different services depending on what their need is. Sometimes they may be calling because they need help with their rent. We'll offer the follow-up. We'll offer to be connected with one of our veteran care coordinators to see if they can help them navigate those services, see if they can help them overcome any of the barriers, and in some cases even advocate on their behalf for that. We don't know what we don't know. If you don't know who to ask, having that veteran peer, having that care coordinator with that follow-up can get them there. As an example, I didn't enroll in VA healthcare when I first got out of the Marine Corps. It wasn't until 2013 that I had an Army veteran that took me down to the VA and says, I'm taking you to get enrolled. And we walked through. He used his peer support, even though we're in different branches of the service, to help me take me exactly to the spot I needed to go and show me that process. So when I was a care coordinator, I can navigate those. I can say, go to this building here, turn on this sidewalk, take that turn. This is what you need to bring with you. That's the last thing you want to do, is waste all that time and get there and not have what you need. So we're able to help give them the knowledge of the things to go, give them the knowledge of the things to ask for so they can get connected connected. One of the other things that we do with this is not only are we statewide and we have subcontractors around the state, one of our premises is regardless of the type of call, whether they're calling to get their tax exemption, whether they're calling for a food pantry, whatever the need is, every veteran our care coordinators speak with, we're going to screen and assess for suicide. As I mentioned earlier, the numbers are astronomical. We're taking that accountability and we're checking in with our brothers and sisters. And there have been many a times that each one of my care coordinators have asked that question and ended up going that route. I was thinking about suicide. We were able to safety plan with individuals. We were able to get those those network of resources in place, get them connected, all of this stuff to make sure that they're able to maintain that safety plan, even though the call was a simple call. I answered the lines. My first suicide call was not even on the veteran support line. It was on one of the other lines that we had. But when that veteran was leaving all those invitations and all those red flags, I was able to assess, screen, and we were able to get that veteran connected to service. We were able to get that veteran connected with intervention who was able to take care of them.
That is invaluable. Thank you for your service in the Marine Corps. And so if you know anyone, and I'm sure we all have a veteran in our lives that we know, reach out to them, share this video with them, share it with anyone that you think needs the help and can be assisted by Jamie and his team.
You can call the number 24 hours a day at 844-693-5838 or 844-MY-FL-VET.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much.